Dang, last time I did it right, but this time not so much. Let's see here. Huh? Yeah. The door. Alright, cool.
Can we get, if we walk over here, can you see me?
No? Are you gonna be walking around?
No, but I'm gonna have to go in. At 4, remember? Or even before.
How you guys doing? Nicholas here. A couple more minutes until we get started. Go ahead and find your space, or you got some room to move to practice. Water, towel, anything else you might need. About 2 more minutes and we will get going. How you guys doing? 1 more minute until we get going. Making sure you can see. For those who just joining, welcome. Nicholas here for a little yoga flow. We got about an hour of practice. If you do happen to have any yoga props with you, great. Feel free to grab them. Blocks, a strap. Again, a towel always works. Maybe a chair or something for balance when we get a little bit deeper into our balances today. So you decide. What else? I think that's about it. 1 more minute and we will get going. All right, you guys, I think it's about time to get going. Welcome. If you're just joining again, Nicholas here with BreakOut Studios online classes. Today is Yoga Flow. We've got an hour together. My same little drill. Any props that you might have is great. If not, no worries. I try to make it as all levels as possible. So remember, if you need a chair, you need to be seated upright or even down dog on the chair, using a wall for balance. Anything that works for you, I want you to go ahead and feel free to do that. Breaks when you need, water towel when you need. We are going to get into a few different balances today, so pushing the challenges a little bit more with balance. But aside from that, modify when you want, and I'll try to give all those options as we go. I am outside. It is a bit breezy, so if you do hear the wind, it's still so nice out. Aside, once you're ready, sitting nice and tall, comfortable seated position for yourself. And your choice, palms up or down. Now, hopefully y'all had a great weekend. As we get into our week, Monday afternoon, I know the days have kind of been blurring together a bit, especially for me. I know one thing when I come to yoga, it's to kind of quiet the mind, to find some more stillness, even as I'm moving through some of the postures, and I know for some of us we're thinking, I need to move more, I'm not moving enough. So when you think of quieting your mind, what I want you to really focus on, more so is not just releasing all thoughts, but maybe just aware of what's buzzing around in your mind. Because I know even for myself personally at the moment, I've got a lot going on in my mind. I'm just thinking about what we're currently in, where we're currently going to head, what's going to happen after, what happened before, and that can be very overwhelming. So, taking some time here, even if you just take a child's pose with us for half this session and you're just breathing, just a nice steady breath. If thoughts do pop up into your mind, take notice to what's benefiting you, take notice to what's bringing you down, and see if you can shift some of those thoughts. Taking some of those thoughts that maybe are kind of leaving you a little anxious, a little nervous, a little concerned or stressed, and try to shift for what's good. And like I said, I'm outside because I am loving this weather that we're having right now in Arizona, so I'm trying to soak up as much of this gorgeous sunlight and this nice, comfortable 75-degree weather as much as I possibly can while we still got it here. So, that being said, again, in your comfortable seated position, go and let your hands rest wherever feels most comfortable for you. Palms up, palms down. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw, lengthen your spine, and get a nice just lift of your heart. And before we start each practice, just acknowledge what is going on in your mind, in your body, with your thoughts. And however long you're here with me, whether it's 15 minutes, 20, 30, the full hour, can you set your focus to just be present, just be mindful of this yoga practice, of this time right now, on your mat, in your space. And as you allow the breath to deepen, whatever's around you, your surroundings, whatever distractions, whatever noises, see if for these first couple minutes here, can you just focus on your breath? And take a scan through your body, check any tension through your jaw, along your face, through your neck and your shoulders. Continuing to scan down through the arms, into the hands and fingers. And checking through the back, into the spine, sideways, through the torso, into the hips, any gripping, any tension. And down through the legs, past the knees, all the way to your feet, tips of your toes. As you brought that awareness now to your body, maintain. Settling in your space. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. 2 more. Deep breath in. And release. Again, deep breath in. And release. Now, however it feels most comfortable for you to breathe, I want you to focus on that. And taking those deep breaths when you need. And can you begin to hear your own breath even more, setting more focus, more attention? With every inhale, can you feel it to your belly, to your side ribs, to your back? Grounding yourself with every exhale, draw your belly towards your spine, soften through your shoulders. And again, inhale. Exhale. And any thoughts still bubbling up, surfacing through your mind, any worry, any concern, any stress, even if it's just for this hour, this time we have together, can you let it go? Place it elsewhere, bringing the focus to your body right now. And gently lowering your chin towards your chest, softly bow your head. And I want you to set an intention for yourself. Or maybe it's a thought, maybe something that makes you feel happy, something you're grateful for, so that when any thoughts slip into your mind that have nothing to do with your yoga practice, that might be a bit stressful or cause tension to your body, I want you to bring that thought, that happy thought, back into your mind. Shifting our focus. When you're ready, gently begin to open your eyes and bringing your head back to neutral, taking in your space. Good afternoon. Shoulders nice and soft, heart is lifted. Go ahead and take your arms out toward your sides. Sitting as tall as you can, wherever you are, keep that heart lifted, flipping your palms as you inhale, float your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, release. And again, inhale up. Exhale, lower. And two more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale up and pausing here. Now I want you to take your hands, interlace all 10 of your fingers, crossing right at your knuckles. Now take your palms, flip them up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And then as you inhale, gently press as high as you can, sending the palms towards the ceiling, towards the sky, lifting up, lengthen through your side waist, lifting your heart, lifting up out of your lower back. Taking one more inhale here. Your next exhale, gently release the arms. Shoulders soft. And again, flipping the palms up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Pause. Now, can you interlace but change the interlace of your fingers? So what I mean is we always put the same finger on top. The same thumb goes on top. Can you switch that? Put the awkward thumb on top. And then from there, pressing your palms back up towards the sky. And notice how that might feel. Maybe it just feels like it's someone else's hands. Just getting used to that. It's your body pressing those knuckles together, pressing those palms up towards the ceiling. Now take a nice deep inhale. The shoulders might lift slightly. As you exhale, let it go. And letting the hands drop. Awesome. Softening those shoulders from the ears. I want you to flip your right palm up towards the sky. As you inhale, lift it up. And as you exhale, take it over towards your left side. Now soften your shoulder away from your ear. Lengthen through that side waist, lifting those hip bones up. Now check, how does your neck feel? How does your jaw feel? Does it feel better to take your gaze up towards the ceiling? Does it feel better to look forward? Does it feel better to look down towards the mat? You decide. As you breathe into those side ribs, take another inhale. And exhale. One more round here, inhale. And exhale. And bringing yourself back up, gently set the right hand down. And switch. Left palm up and over. Now take notice here. Does it feel different from one side compared to the other side? Just a stretch. And whenever I ask you just to notice the difference, it's not about feeling bad that one side is tighter, one side is more open, one side we balance better. That's for everyone's body. Our bodies are not perfectly balanced. So just awareness, mindfulness. Take another round of breath here just to find length. And as you inhale, bring yourself back up. Now take this left arm that's reaching, take it all the way across your thigh. Gently pressing on your thigh, your right hand behind you. As you inhale, lift your heart up. As you exhale, twist to the right. And again, as you inhale, can you sit a little taller? As you exhale, can you rotate? 2 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And bringing yourself back to center. And go ahead and take it right to the other side. Taking the right hand across your thigh. As you inhale, can you send your heart up towards the ceiling? As you exhale, can you twist? And again, another round. Inhale, find length. And exhale, twist. 2 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, find rotation. 1 more round. Inhale. And exhale. And bringing yourself all the way back to center. Pause. Any tension through the shoulders, soften. Any more length to that spine, maintain. Keeping that lift through the core. Go ahead and bring yourself all the way forward onto all fours. Now, once you're here, go and take a moment. I want you to go ahead and place those wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Nice and simple. We're going to make our way into our cat-cow pose. As you inhale, begin to pull your heart forward. As you exhale, round, chin to chest, belly to spine. Inhale, lengthen. Now feel free to play with your cat-cow. Feel free to take it into the side ribs. Feel free to get a nice little release and stretch through the neck, through the jaw. Anything that might feel better just to get that spine moving and released. Taking just a couple more rounds of breath here on your own. And then go ahead and find that neutral spine after you've done a few rounds of those cat-cows. And pause, lifting through the belly, broadening through the collarbones. Now we're going to step our right foot straight forward out in front of us. I want you to go ahead and bring your right knee directly over your right ankle. Now from here, take your time, gently press your hips forward. Let's start to open up that left hip flexor. Send that heart forward. Now if you need, feel free to put a towel, feel free to flip your mat, just make sure that left knee feels comfortable. Taking your time, go and walk your hands up your thigh. Pausing here, shoulders soft. Now just getting that nice deep stretch. Let that left hip flexor start to release and open, and then broaden along the collarbones. As you lift through the belly, send the tailbone down. Any tension through the jaw, through the neck, allow it to be released. Take another round of breath here. Now, if your hips are forward of your left knee, I want you to gently shift your hips back just slightly. So I want you to stack your hips right over your left knee. Now, bring your right foot in a little bit. Now take your right foot, I'm going to turn just dead onto the camera. I want you to take your right foot, walk it out to the side. Doesn't have to be completely flat next to the hip, maybe just about a foot or so from where it was, towards the side. Now bring your right forearm down to the thigh. I want you to take your left arm out to the side, and then as you exhale, reach up and over, take a nice big stretch. Now you decide, yogis, how does this stretch feel? Is this enough stretch for you? Softening the shoulders. If available, you're more than welcome to take that hand down towards the mat. Now keep that connection of the thigh with the arm. As you reach, does it feel okay to take that gaze up towards the ceiling? Opening through the heart, soften through the shoulders. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here, inhale. And exhale. Now on your next inhale, take your time. Feel free to bring hand to hip. Gently walk yourself back up. Now, square that foot back off in front of you. I'm going to turn diagonal again. Sending that foot back in front. Go ahead and bring those hands down towards the mat. Now reach your heart forward. Lengthen through that spine as you exhale. Send your hips back. Can you flex your front foot? Pausing here. Get a little length through the hamstring. Starting to wake up those legs as we inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift back. 2 more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. 1 more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Pausing here. Even if the leg doesn't go all the way to straight, even if you have to use a support or even a chair to help hold you up, go there. Go where it works for you. If available, feel free to keep pulling that hip back and lengthening through that front leg. Taking 1 more round of breath. And then take your time, gently bringing yourself up. Take your right leg, go ahead and bring it back. Send your left foot forward, other side. Now first start with that hip stretch. So, if available, press the hips forward of that right knee. Again, anything under the knee that you need to support. Belly lifted, hands pressed down, shoulders soft, and then from there, get a nice little lift. Hip bones draw up. Now even here, starting to engage the core. Even though we're more about opening the hips at the moment, kind of letting them release and stretch out, you still want to feel nice support through the center of the body. Now again, any of that tension that we love to keep in our shoulders, our upper traps, our jaw, soften it down. Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath here, inhale. And exhale. Take your time, gently bring your hips right over your right knee. Now again, I'm going to turn towards the camera so you can see, but we want this left foot to make its way out towards the side. Doesn't have to go far. Make sure it's comfortable for you. Left forearm down to the thigh, reach your right arm up and over. Breathe into the side rib, shoulders soft. Now you decide, is that enough for you? If available, if it feels good, you want to take that hand down. I'm getting a nice inner thigh stretch here more towards that groin. So again, if that works for you, go for it, bringing that hand out towards the mat. Or if you have a block, take another inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath, inhale. And exhale. Taking your time, bring yourself back up, pause. Now take that foot, again, square it off. So it's right in front of you. I'm going to angle back over my mat. And then from there, bringing your hands down towards the mat. As you inhale, reach your heart forward. As you exhale, pull the hips back. Maybe a flex with that front foot. And again, shifting the heart forward. And exhale. Two more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. And again, inhale forward. And back. And shifting one more for good measure. Just send the hips forward just to release. Get that nice stretch and pause here. Again, wherever it works for you. You can come up onto fingertips. You can use blocks. Use a chair. Reaching that heart forward. Take another inhale. And exhale. And then go ahead and bring yourself all the way up to the right side. Swing that left leg around. All right, awesome. I want you to tuck all 10 of your toes. Broaden through your collarbones. And from here, I want you to go and walk your hands a little bit more forward. Kind of like we're going to set up for a down dog. But instead of going back, we're going to shift forward towards those wrists. Forearm, or plank, excuse me, on the knees. Elbows hugging in, collarbones broad, belly's lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back over your knees. Lengthening that heart down towards the mat. And again, inhale. Now feel free to kind of roll through your spine here as we kind of flow into it. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing my belly in, I'm tucking my chin, I'm unfurling my head at the last moment. And again, just a bit of movement through the spine. During this quarantine, we might have become a little bit more stagnant, a little just bit more still in our homes. So again, just getting some kind of movement just to release through the back, through the hips, just some type of opening. Taking about one more round here on your own. Now pausing when you get to this plank here, let's start to bring in a little bit more heat. Hugging those elbows in, we're going for 4 Chaturanga Push-Ups. Collarbones broad. Now do what you can. If it's just one, that is fine. If you need to come straight to the belly, go for it. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. 3 more. We're trying to fire up those triceps, getting into that upper back. 2 more. And up. 1 more. Can you lower it and pause? Woo. Take an inhale. And exhale, gently lower all the way onto your belly. Awesome. Taking those hands right next to the ribs. Elbows are reaching up. Now keep it low. Pause. Shoulders soft from the ear. Tailbone is reaching back. Shoulders soft. And then from here, you can hover those hands up off the mat. Now I realize I've never given options here for anyone who's not coming all the way down to the floor. Always feel free to work more of a cat-cow. From here, if you happen to be at a seated position in the chair, all this can be done through this position. So should you not want to come down to the belly, that is fine. All of that work through the spine works just as well on the chair. So you decide. And then if you're still lifted, awesome. Hopefully we're still breathing. Release the head. Shoulders soft. One more time like that. Inhale, lift the heart. Now what are we trying to fire up? The upper back. So from here, it's all that time rounded. Maybe we're working from home. We're on that computer all day, on the phone all day, talking, whatever it might be. Drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Send the heart forward. Take another inhale. And exhale gently. Release. Let the head drop down. Keep those palms flat on the mat as you inhale. Send the heart forward. Now start to use the arms. But we're not releasing through the shoulders or the upper back yet. Still keep all that work engaged. Exhale, lower. 1 more round here. Inhale, lengthen. Lift that heart. Now press back under your knees. Tuck your toes. Take it all the way back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Bend one knee. Bend the other. Let them release. Our first time in our down dog. Make it count. Whew. Any release you need, any movement you need, go for it. Send those hips side to side. Now, there's no need for the heels to come all the way down to the mat. If they do, great. You might just have a little bit more open Achilles along the back of those calves. Otherwise, if there's a little lift, that is perfectly fine. We just want to make sure the shoulder blades are lifted. You can press the heart back and the inner thighs back. Now engage through the core. Engage the quads as you inhale, shift forward. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Now pausing here. At any time, you can modify with knees to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up and back. And again, inhale forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back. One more round. Inhale, plank. Now pause. Now you decide. 4 Chaturanga push-ups again. Knees up or down. Yogi's choice. Elbows hug in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And 3 more. Inhale up. 2 more. Inhale up. And 1 more. Can you give me a little pause? And gently lower. Woo. Shoulders soft. Inhale. Find length. Take your cobra. Shoulders away from ears. Belly lifted. Press back onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Hips up. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. As you exhale, let it go. High up on your toes. Look forward. Bend your knees. And as you exhale, nice little light step or hump. Bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Soft bend through your knees. Let's go and roll ourselves all the way up to stand. Belly to lift. Shin draws in. Let it be the last thing to come to the top. Awesome. Draw those shoulders down. Now, just a little mini flow here. Just a half Namaskara. We're going to just get with the forward fold with the lift, down, and up. So we'll keep repeating it. As you fold forward, if the hands don't comfortably come to the mat, press into the shins, or again, use a chair, something that you can kind of hold on to help support. Just to lift and lower, half up and down. I will talk you through it. Let's connect that breath. Here we go. Soft bend through the knees. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, reach the heart forward, belly to spine, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Feel free to press onto those shins, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Stand tall, belly to spine, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Just like that. Let's take 2 more rounds. Inhale, float. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more round. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's go ahead and add on this time with our lunge. Feel free to keep those feet hip width just as they are. Inhale, send the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, find length. Now bring your hands all the way down to your mat. Step your left foot back. Send that left knee all the way down to the mat. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Just here for a breath. Draw that belly in. Send that tailbone down. Soften through your shoulders. As you exhale, release. Take the gaze forward. Tuck your back toes. Nice and simple. Hop left foot forward and switch. Step right foot back. Inhale. Take those arms up and overhead. Pause. Getting that length. Now we've already been here, but can you find more support as you exhale? Bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Plant your palms down. Tuck your back toes. This time, can you step back to plank? Now your choice. Either lower for the push-up and take the back bend or go straight to down dog. When you're ready, yogi's choice. Exhale if you're going down. Inhale to lift and shift it up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath. Out your mouth, let it go. Reset. Pedaling out. Soften the neck. Soften the jaw. As you inhale, come onto your toes, look forward. Looking towards the top of your mat. Bend your knees. As you exhale, light step, maybe a little hop. Bring it all the way to the top. Feel free to stay hips width for now. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands to your heart. Let's add on. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway. Plant your palms, and then step your left foot back. Now this time, setting up for Crescent Pose. Front knee, right knee over right ankle. Soft bend through the back knee. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. Get that lift to length. Belly lifted, tailbone reaching down. Good. Nice. Now as you soften those shoulders, can you power up that back leg a little bit more? As you power through the back leg, can you sink a little bit deeper? Keeping that lift through the belly, keeping the ribs in, no tension through the jaw. Are you breathing? Taking one more inhale here. Looking forward as you exhale, hands towards the mat. Begin to step that top foot forward. Switching sides. Right foot steps back. Hug left hip back, left knee over left ankle. As you inhale, sweep those arms up, crescent pose. Whew, finding balance. Good. Now engaging through that center, working through the core, but grounded into the legs. And why would there be tension in the shoulders? They're not holding us up. Draw them down. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Now yogi's choice, child's pose, down dog, or vinyasa. When you're ready, if you're taking vinyasa, step back into plank. As you exhale, lower. Any of my friends who want an upward facing dog, top of the feet pressed down. As you inhale, the hips would come all the way off the mat. Shoulders soft and a soft bend through the elbows. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Letting the neck release, the jaw release, soften and hold. 2 more breaths here. Again, any movement, any pedal, you pause when you need. You take a child's pose when you need. It is your practice, so always feel free to pause for a moment, even if we're still going. You do you. When you're ready, we're coming up onto our toes, look forward, exhale, bend. Nice light step or hop, bring it all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full. Arms overhead, stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round. Inhale, float. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway. Now step your left foot back. This time, as you come up on a crescent, reach that heart forward and find that lips and leg. Now, this time we're going to add our external pose. So, going from here right into our first warrior 2. Belly stays lifted, shoulders are soft. I want you to bring your hands to heart. Take your back heel all the way down to the mat. Now back leg is straight. Take your front foot, walk it in just a little bit, and then go ahead and bend that front knee a little bit deeper, and then reach right arm forward, left arm back. Whew, warrior 2. Now check any tension through those shoulders, soften the shoulders down. Now we usually like to pull more over the front leg. Can you reach out that back arm? Lengthen the right waist. Soften down. Now breathe. This is where we like to start to hold our breath because it's getting intense for the legs. I know, I'm aware. But from here, rather than bringing tension to the body, can you settle the mind? Be mindful. Be aware. Be present in this space, in your body. Taking one more inhale here. You've got this. As you exhale, windmill your hands. Look forward to the top of your mat. Lift your back heel. Pause. You might have to take your right foot to the right side of your mat and then step your left foot forward. Switch sides. Right foot steps back. Now, crescent pose to start. Left knee over left ankle. Reach your heart forward. As you inhale, float the arms up. Woo. Good. Finding balance. Yes. Good. Finding that length. Taking hands to heart. Pause. Shoulders soft. Belly stays lifted. Back heel all the way down to the mat. Take your front heel, walk it in just a bit, and then from there, send that front knee over the front ankle. Now keep lifting to the belly. When you're ready, extend the arms, gently press down. Now keep that lift, keep that length. Try to touch the front of your room and the back of the room at the exact same time, that much space. Now can you take 3 more breaths and just settle into it. Inhale. Exhale, soften through the jaw. Inhale. Soften around your eyes. Inhale. As you exhale, take your time, look forward, gently windmill your hands. Now look to the top, yogi's choice. Child's pose, down dog, or vinyasa. When you're ready, you decide. As you exhale, if you're taking that vinyasa lower, cobra or up dog, shift to lengthen. And exhale, shift up and back. Woo, take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. And go and bring your knees down to your mat. Awesome work. Let's take a moment here. Bring those toes together. Shift your hips back. Take a child's pose. Now, if your body was calling for that child's pose before, again, you can take it at any time. If you need a sip, you need a towel, grab it now. We're going to start to incorporate our balances and some shoulder work. So if you need more time here, stay right where you are. When you're ready, you'll meet us at the top of the mat. Otherwise, if you're ready to keep going, plant those palms, touch those toes, hips up and back. And let's go ahead and come up high on the toes. Bend your knees. Nice light step or hop brings you all the way to the top as you inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands to the heart. Whew. Nice work, yogis. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and work our way into our first balance, this tree pose. Nice and simple. Now I want you to take hands to hips. Go and bring that right knee up. Now don't lift the right hip, keep that right hip square. Woo. As I lifted my right hip, because it'll throw you off. And then from there, squeeze that left bum in. So we're not sinking into the left hip, we're lifted up out of it. Now take your knee to the side. Doesn't have to go completely to the side, square with your body. From there, you take the foot either to your thigh, to your shin, or down to the mat. Now again, if balance is just crazy tricky right now for you and it's not working, grab a chair, grab a wall, grab a couch, whatever you've got around you to help you find that balance. Now squeeze in towards the midline, hands to center, drawing in. Now check, are you holding your breath? Are you lifted up to your center? Are you stressing through your shoulders? Why? Draw the shoulders down. If available, float the arms up. 2 more rounds of breath here. Now, I don't know if you're aware yet, we have not done any chair poses yet. So we're going to get a little bit more grounding into the legs here with some chair pose. Now to transition, wherever you are, take your right knee forward. Whew. Yes, good. Bring your toes all the way together. Big toes touch. Hands to heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift those hips back. Now same thing here. You want to make sure we're not in that upper back rounding. You want to lift the heart, pull it forward, draw the shoulders away from ears. You can stay here with the hands if available. Float those arms up and overhead. Wrap those triceps forward. Now try not to let the arms fall forward. Let the arms reach up alongside the ears and then soften the shoulders down. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Exhale. 1 more inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale you all the way up. And hands to the heart. Awesome. Go ahead and bring those hands to the hips. Right heel presses to the mat. And right ball of the foot presses down. Lift that left leg. Now check. No sinking into that right hip. Lift up off that hip. Left knee to the side. Take hold of that ankle, either thigh, shin, or feel free to use that foot as a little kickstand. If you've got that chair, you've got the couch near you, the wall, go for it. Use it. Draw in towards the midline. Lift the belly up. Soften the shoulders down. Don't forget to breathe. So many things to think about. If it ever becomes too much, pick one thing. One thing. It's always nice. Even just during a practice sometimes, I'm like, I just want to make sure I am breathing consistently the whole time. Doesn't even matter if you're in child's pose. That breath works wonder. Sometimes it's like, I just want to make sure that I'm lengthening and reaching my inner thighs back. Every practice can be different. You find your focus. As you're ready, bring the left knee forward. Pause. Take another inhale. And exhale. Good. With control, gently release your foot. Nice. Hands to heart. Big toes touch. Belly lift. Exhale. Woo. Shift those hips back. Nice work. Draw those shoulders back away from the ears. Lift through the belly. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Exhale. 1 more inhale here. And then as you exhale, gently fold and release. Inhale. Reach your heart forward. Lengthen. Now your choice, Vinyasa or down dog, you decide. As you exhale, you take the version of your choice. So if it's too much, you just meet me back in down dog. Now just to get a little bit more heat into that core, 4 rounds here, we're going to bring that right leg up to the sky and then right knee to the nose. Inhale, whoops, floats that right leg up. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. And send it back. And again, exhale forward. And back. 2 more, exhale forward. And back. 1 more here, exhale forward, pause at the top. And then go and step your foot all the way between your hands. Now this time, take your back heel, drop it all the way down to the mat. We're going to go right into that warrior 2 setup. Hug your right bum in as you inhale. Windmill that left arm up. Press those palms down right into warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good. Now keeping that belly lifted as you exhale. Forearm to thigh, or as we did earlier, optional, yogi's choice, keeping that waist lifted. If it feels okay, hand all the way to the mat. Now remember, if you happen to have a block, a water bottle, anything to help prop you up a little bit higher, feel free to use it. Otherwise, feel free to just keep that forearm right there on that thigh. Can you take that top arm, reach it up and over, shoulders soften the ears. Maybe a little rotation up towards the sky. Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more round of breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you up, pause. Now I know that front leg is talking. Breathe. Flip your front palm. Bring it back. Reverse. Lift through the core. Settle into it. Keep setting those hips down. Can you bend that front knee a little bit deeper? Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you up. Woo! And lengthen and gently release. Awesome work. Turn all 10 toes towards the side of your mat. Soft bend through the knees. Hands to hips, belly lifted. Now with that soft bend, broaden through the collarbones. As you exhale, I want you to pause and lower halfway down. Without pushing into the knees, so locking back, I mean, you can always bend a little bit deeper. Lifting that belly, maybe hands to heart. Shoulders soft, taking one more inhale. And as you exhale, gently release and fold down. Letting the head drop down towards the mat. Sorry, there was a little bug. The fun things about practicing outside. It's crawling around on my mat. Now from here, bring yourself all the way back up. Come onto your fingertips. Pause. Can you lift through the belly? Again, bend the knees as you need. You can keep hands right where they are, or for a little bit more fire through the core, take an inhale. Hug the outer hips in towards the midline. Exhale. Can you bring those hands right to the hips? Shoulders soft. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, brings you all the way up. Woo. Awesome. Take a moment. Now, getting into our big balance here. Bend your right knee. Turn your right toes forward. Take your left toes. Bring them back up. Now take a moment. Straighten that front leg here. We're going to go into the big bend, and we're going into a half moon. If you know what that is, feel free to make your way. If you're not quite sure, I will demo everything, so feel free to look before you start setting up into it. So, we are going to go back into that bent knee, reaching forward. Now from here, extend the arms, shoulders soft. Now you're going to take the arm to the outside. So again, if it's kind of hard to reach, don't worry, and you can always take top hand to hip. Now, you can use a block, again, maybe a chair, a couch around you. Let me rotate my chair to help with balance towards your right side. And what we're going to do is we're going to shift forward. So for any of my friends available to bring that hand all the way down to the mat, go for it. Again, if it's too much, hand to a chair, a little balance, you decide. Now once you're there, keep a soft bend in your right knee. Maybe the left arm reaches up to the sky. Now don't let this back leg be dead weight. Press out that back heel. 2 more rounds of breath. You've got it. Wherever you are, set your focus. Being mindful. Can you give me 1 more round of breath here? As you exhale, gently release the left foot down. Whoo! And take a fold towards the top of your mat. Take a moment. Clasp hands to elbows. Nice work, you guys. A little sway side to side. Release. And then from here, you decide, Vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen. This time, I'm going to take myself straight back to a downward facing dog. But again, if you felt that Vinyasa, go for it. Draw the shoulder blades up. Let the head release. Second side, 4 rounds to start. When you're ready, no rush. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. And send it back. 3 more. Exhale, forward. And back. 2 more. Exhale, forward. And back. 1 more. Exhale, forward. Pause at the top. Step your foot between your hands. Woo! Right into Warrior 2. Back heel drops down. Back leg is straight. As you inhale, windmill right arm back. Send left arm forward. Soften your shoulders down. Now lifting through the belly, reach your tailbone down towards the mat. Yogi's choice. Forearm to thigh. Find that lift to lengthen. Shoulders away from ears. Maybe left hand all the way down to the mat. Again, if you have a prop and you'd like to use one, go for it. Now, as you lift up, you can take that top arm, reach it overhead. The ribs draw in, the shoulder is soft. Reaching that front knee over the front ankle, take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you all the way up. Now can you keep the bend? Can you keep that heat grounded through the legs? Front palm flips. As you reach back, reverse warrior. Now keep the hip bones lifted. Use the core. It's not a back bend, it's a side stretch. Another inhale. And exhale. And as you inhale, bring yourself up. And take a moment, whew, lengthen the legs, nice. Now turn all 10 toes towards the side of your mat. I'm gonna angle just a bit here. Now, all 10 toes reaching forward. If it feels okay for your shoulders, softly interlace the fingers and keep it bent, soft bend through the knees. Now draw the shoulder blades down, lift the heart up. As you exhale, gently release the head down and let the arms reach forward. Gentle nod, yes. Gentle shake, no. 2 more rounds of breath. And your next exhale, releasing your hands. When you're ready, come up onto your fingertips. Now again, either a chair in front of you, maybe a soft bend through the knees. Draw the belly in. Soften your shoulders. If available, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, brings you all the way up. Find length. And then go ahead and switch. Bringing those left toes forward, right toes up. Good. Now I'm going to slide my chair next to me again, just to kind of demo what you could use as a prop. But again, remember, go where it works best for you. So bending that left knee, reaching it forward. Good. Second side. Just extend the left arm. Take your right hand to your hip. And then from here, taking that gaze forward, look towards the top of your mat. Now we're trying to stack the right shoulder over the left shoulder. Keeping that left knee bent as you kick that back heel up. Now, if needed, use a chair. Use a little prop to help balance you. Otherwise, maybe a water bottle, maybe a block, anything. Now once you're there, take your time. Can you reach that right arm towards the sky? Woo. Pressing out that back heel. Broaden along the collarbones. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, gently release. And fold, let the head drop down. Gentle nod, gentle shake. Awesome work, you guys. Let's go ahead and bring our hips all the way down onto the mat. And come to a seated position. Nice work. How you doing? If you need to sit, you need a towel, feel free to grab it. Now a little bit more heat into the core here before we make our way into our final rounds of balance to our final stretches. So once you're ready, I want you to go ahead and bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Now, hopefully, I should be still in frame. Yes. Now, I'm going to keep my head lifted because I'm going to keep talking, but remember at any time, you can lower your head down towards the mat if necessary. I'm going to give a few different options so you decide what works for you. We're going to start with right leg up towards the sky, and if available, go ahead and reach those arms forward. Again, if you need hands behind the head and the head is lifted, keep them here, or head all the way down to the mat. Now, this left leg option to keep it lifted, you can set it all the way down to the mat, pressing that lower back down. For more intensity, you can reach that left leg straight forward. Right leg lowers down and up. We're going 5 times. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale and 4. Inhale and 3. Inhale and 2. Inhale and last 1. Whoo, pause. Bend both knees. Switch sides. Left leg up. You decide what happens with the right leg. Lifted, down, or straight. Here we go. Take an inhale. Exhale. And up. And 4. And up. And 3. And up. And 2. And up. And 1. Whoo. Bend both knees. Bring them to tabletop. Knees over hips. Gently let the head and shoulders release. Now take your hands. Feel free to interlace the fingers. Hands behind head. Now draw the belly in towards the spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift. And lower. And 4. And down. And 3. And down. And 2. Last one. Bring it up. Pause. Take an inhale. Can you reach the right leg forward? And bring it in. Good. Can you take the left leg forward? Just bring it back to that tabletop. And in. And right leg. And in. And left. And in. 3 more each side. 3. In. 3. In. Last 2. In. Drop your head and shoulders when you need. And last round. 1 more. Whoo. And 1. And in. And gently release. Go ahead and bring those knees in towards your chest. Feel free to take a little rock side to side. Awesome work, yogis. Taking a moment. Just a little heat through that core. Now go ahead and take your feet. I want you to go and plant them all the way down onto the mat. brush your heels with your fingertips, send your tailbone forward. Now because we're here, we're gonna open up the heart a bit. So get into a little bridge pose. Well, the core is still nice and warm. So as you exhale, go ahead and lift the hips up, reach your tailbone forward, draw your hip bones up, press the palms down. Now keep your chin reaching up towards the sky. Can you interlace your fingers behind your back? Drawing your shoulder blades towards one another. Can you lift a little higher? Now no pain through your neck. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. Tailbone reaching forward. Soften your glutes, engage your hamstrings, the back of your thighs. 1 more round of breath. And exhale, gently release, send the hips down and hugging your knees in towards your chest. Feel free to give it a nice little rock side to side. Whew. Steady the breath. And then from here, go ahead and give yourself a little rock and roll forward and back. As many as it feels good for you. I do love to roll on this. On my own spine. And your choice, either Vinyasa, down dog, child's pose, water towel, whatever you need. And when you're ready, only back up in that downward facing dog. All right, continuing with our balances, let's go ahead and square this first one off. As you inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, step your foot between your hands. Now, warrior 3 now. We've done this a few times before. It is a big balance though. So that being said, again, if you want a chair in front of you, something that you can kind of go towards, feel free to do that. Now coming up onto those fingertips, draw the shoulder blades away from your ears. Now we did all that core, all that heat through the center, so I want you to focus on that maintain. As you float those arms up, hug that right hip back, broaden. Take an inhale. As you're ready, take your gaze forward, move onto a bent knee, float the back leg up. Now back leg is not bent and wiggling, it is engaged and strong. Again, if you need that chair, you take those hands towards it. Finding your balance and squaring off your pelvis. Hands can come to heart, they can reach forward. Yogi's choice. Ooh, 2 more rounds of breath. And exhale. 1 more round here. And exhale. Now on this next inhale, can you bring it all the way up to stand? Nice and tall. Good. And lift. Awesome work. Now again, I'm going to face towards you. I'm going to bring my trusty chair around just to kind of demo what we could do with some balance support here. So let me shift it to the side. Now remember how we started tree pose earlier where we did knee to the side. Now that's going to be the same idea, but this time we're going to work with shin. Now, this is the first option. Feel free to keep using the shin here. Again, as the shin will go to the side, feel free to use the chair. So we're not going to bring the foot in this time. Now there's another option where you can use a towel to get a little bit more length into that front leg. You can loop a towel around your foot and then send that foot forward. So a profile will look like this with that leg reaching straight out. And the towel is just to give the arm more length so we're not kind of hunkered over, the leg isn't bent, that we're nice and tall. Now the last option, of course, would be to take the full variation of the pose, finger to big toe, and press that heel forward. Now again, notice, I'm not reaching forward, and my standing leg isn't bent. We want to keep that leg straight. Now whichever variation you chose, go with it. Commit to it. It doesn't matter if you're here. It's a challenging pose either way. Just picking up one foot and holding it is a big feat in itself. So, be proud with what you've chosen. Go with where you can. And oops, when you're ready, feel free to take that left arm out to the side, and then take your time. Reach that right leg out to the side. Good. And lifting through the heart. Length. How much space? Don't sit into the left hip. Lift that left bum. Hug it in. And then soften right hip down. It doesn't matter if your leg is not flat to the side. Don't worry, we're not auditioning for ABT. That leg can be slightly in front of you. Just go where the pelvis can stabilize and be secure. Take one more inhale. Now can you bring that foot back, forward, pause, shoulders soft. And then from here, can you reach the arm up? Take one more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Dropping the hands down. Nice, take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Awesome work, yogis. We've got one last round of balances, so let's go ahead and make our way into it. Time is flying today. We're almost out of time, so we're almost there. You got this. Last round here. Let's take it through a little vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. And then your choice, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, find the length. and shifting back. Now when you're ready, send that left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Now again, any chair, any prop, anything you need for balance, use it. Hugging the hip back, draw the belly in. But can you first find the core? Can you broaden along the collarbones, and as you exhale, can you shift forward onto that left leg, drawing the ribs in, as I love to stick mine out. And take hands where it works best for you. Now the standing leg, I like to keep a soft bend, it feels better. We don't want to lock back into hyperextension because then we're kind of sitting in joints. Better to use the muscles. One more round of breath here. On your next inhale, take your time to lift and lengthen. Now, balance is different from side to side. You might even just notice that in your warrior or even just a tree pose. But feel free, move your chair, move your prop, adjust. Now whatever variation you did to the right leg, I want you to match it. So if you're bent, go with the bend. If you had that towel looped around your foot, go with the towel. And if you had that finger to big toe, go for it. Now feel free, find balance. But don't let it be a full crutch. Can you, even if you are using something to help support, can you take your hand off for a moment? Can you breathe, feel stable, maybe right arm out to the side. And take your time, begin to send the left leg out to the side. Now we don't want the pelvis moving around. The leg can move independently. It's a ball and socket. So we can send that femur bone to the side without disrupting where the pelvis is placed. Keeping that left hip forward and square with the right. Pressing out that left heel, broaden through your collarbones. Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round, inhale. And exhale. And bringing your hand back to the front. Pause. Woo. And release, hands to heart, soften through the face, take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Awesome work, yogis. Let's take a moment here to open up those hips before we really settle down onto the mat. So go ahead and find your way towards the top. It can be your last vinyasa, or you can just go straight back to down dog or child's pose, your choice. Inhale, find length. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway. Vinyasa, down dog, child's pose, wherever it works for you. And back. Taking your time when you're ready. Let's go and bring your right knee forward. Single pigeon. Now if it feels more comfortable on your back or on a chair, feel free to adjust. If you're on your back, it's a thread the needle. If you're on the chair, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Gently press the thigh down, and you can even gently fold. No pain through the knee, if available. Gently release, fold, let the head drop. Now double check, any tension through the shoulders, through the jaw, through the neck. Can you settle here? And again, without letting that mind pick up, did any of those thoughts come into your mind that weren't benefiting you, that weren't bringing you anything positive? Can you shift that focus with our last few moments that we have together? Couple more rounds of breath here. And taking your time on your next inhale, slowly walking your hands up. Planting your palms, soften through your shoulders. Tucking your back toes. Feel free to shift it back to down dog if that feels good for you. Otherwise, you can just go right into switching sides from seated. Go and step that left knee forward. Sometimes I like to just get a little stretch through the back of the legs before I switch sides. Now adjust. No pain through the left knee. On your back for thread the needle or on your chair. And as you hug that left hip back, as you draw that belly in, taking your time. No rush. No tension. Can you check your focus, your thoughts, settle in, and just breathe for just these few breaths here that we have to release that piriformis. And on your next inhale, take your time. Slowly walking your hands up, and feel free to just send those legs out in front of you, pressing those heels forward. Now from here, go ahead and just take the skin of your bum, gently lifting it up, pressing the heels out. Extend the arms, wrapping those triceps forward as you inhale, get length, and as you exhale, dive. Inhale, soften the shoulders just a little bit. As you exhale, pull the heart a little bit more forward, release. Taking one more round here, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. No tension through your jaw, through your neck. Can you draw all 10 toes back? And your next inhale, slowly taking your time. Now from here, we're going to settle right into our final pose. So adjust anything you need to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable. Bend your knees, taking your time as you slowly roll yourself down and back. And then from there, go ahead and extend the legs. Can you gently draw the shoulder blades together just slightly? Allowing the hands to drop down, allowing the heart to be lifted. And I want you to go ahead and stay in that pose. I'm going to bring myself to seated position. But go ahead and stay on your back. Taking a comfortable inhale here. A gentle sigh. And moving into what's called Shavasana. For these next few moments, allow your body to surrender and just find stillness. Even letting go of your controlled breath. Any lingering thoughts that you can let slip away, allow it to happen. And gently begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Feel free to reach your arms over your head. Take a long stretch through your body. And when you're ready, bend your knees and roll to your side. Allow your breath to deepen. Your next exhale, press yourself up to a seated position, crossing at your shins just like how we started. And feel free to bring your hands together at heart center. Now as you move on with the rest of your day, the rest of your week, anytime the mind gets caught up, any tension, any stress, any worry, any concern, I want you to come back to your breath, back to the calm that you can create, that you can cultivate yourself. And any of that was created with your practice, taking it with you. Let's close here with 3 strong breaths. Take a deep inhale. And release. 2 more. Deep breath in. And release. 1 more round. Deep inhale. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. It's been a pleasure teaching for you. Hopefully I'll see you again later this week on Friday at 9 a.m. Otherwise, next Monday at 3:30. Have a great rest of your week, a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to let us know. Have a good one.